Hi, good day everyone. So we're going to be doing January 2021 number 6, which is shapes. Questions on shapes, whether it be volume, perimeter, area. Right? So they ask you in this question, in the diagram below, shows a rectangular tank with base 50 centimeters by 40 centimeters. So we say 50 by 40. And this is used to store water. The tank is filled with a depth to 15 centimeters. So that is not the height of the tank, but the water in it is 15 centimeters high. Calculate the volume of water in a tank. So this here is, if we look at the shape, this is a cuboid. So volume of a cuboid. They use the word, instead of cuboid, you may see them using the word rectangular prism. It's the same thing. So volume of a cuboid is length by width by height. Your length here is usually your longest, which is 50, multiplied by 40, multiplied by height is 15. And you do this on your calculator, right? 50 by 40 by 15. 15 multiplied by 40 multiplied by 15 is 3 and 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 30,000 centimeters cubed. Then part B of the question says, a cylindrical container shows the diagram shown in the diagram below is used to fetch more water to fill the rectangular tank. The container, which is completely filled with water, has a radius of 20, a height of 21. All the water in this container is added to the water in the rectangular tank. Calculate the total volume of water that is now in the rectangular tank. So basically they're saying they fill this rectangular tank with water and they dump it into the tank that we saw before, right? So we need to find out the volume of the cylinder. And remember, I said if you don't know the volume, the formula for volume of a cylinder, they gave it here. Volume of a cylinder is pi r squared h. So you're going to put the formula here. Your volume is equals to pi r squared h, where r is equals to 20 and h is equals to 21. So let's do it. So volume is equals to 22 over 7. And they gave this already. Pi is 22 over 7. If you don't know, pi is always 22 over 7. They gave it in the question above. In the question, take pi to be 22 over 7. Right? So let's do it. 22 over 7 multiplied by 20 squared multiplied by 21. Or put these whole numbers over 1. Do it in your calculator. So when we calculate this, we'll put this in our calculator. We saw that this is 26,400 centimeters cubed. So they said they didn't ask you how much water in the container. And they said calculate the total volume of water that is now in the rectangular container, the rectangular tank. So we know before addition means before the addition of this water, we had 30,000. That is the answer that we had before. This was 30,000. And then after addition, would be this 30,000 plus this 26,400, and this would be, very good, 56,400 centimeters cubed. And that would be your answer for this question. So they said show that the new depth of water in the rectangular tank is 28.2. Now we know the new depth of water, so that means after we filled it with that from part 1. So we know that the new volume was equal to 56,400 centimeters cubed. right? We know the length and the width would not change. So we know volume of the cuboid is equal to length times breadth times height. They're asking you to find the height. They gave us the height. This depth and height is the same thing, right? We know that the length was equal to 50. The breadth was equal, or width was equals to 40. Our height, we don't know what is the height. And we know that when we multiply all of this, you're supposed to get 56400. So let's multiply 50 by 40. That is 5 fours are 20, so that's 220, and then they have an next two zeros. Multiply by h is equals to 56400. So we're going to carry across this 2000. So my height is equal to 56,400 divided by 2000. When we did this on the calculator, you will get 28.2 centimeters, and that is how you would show that your new depth is 28.2. So the vertical, this is part D, the vertical height of the rectangular tank is 48. Determine how many cylindrical containers of water must be poured into the rectangular tank for it to be completely filled. So they told you, if you were to look back at this shape, all right, let's go back to the top. They told you that from here to here is actually 48 centimeters, right? So that height is 48 centimeters. So now we need to find out the entire volume. So let's find out the entire volume of this container. So this volume of this container would be, so the total volume is equal to length times breadth, or length times width times height, which is your length is 50, your width is 40, and your height is, they told you it is 48. So now we're going to multiply this to get our total volume. So this would be my total volume, 96,000. They said, determine how many cylindrical containers of water must be poured into the rectangular tank for it to be completely filled, right? So we know that the volume of the cylinder is something that we found out above. If we look above, the volume of our cylinder is, the volume of our cylinder is 26,400. So volume of our cylinder is 26,400 centimeters cubed. But how much is it filled already? We know that it's already filled. The new volume, when we added that amount, is 56,400. So we want to find out how much it have remaining to be filled. So the amount to be filled would be this 96,000, right, minus, how much is it filled? 56,400, right? So the amount to completely fill it would be 96,000 minus 56,400. So the amount that has to be completely filled is 39,600 centimeters cubed. Right, that's the amount to be filled. Now we want to find out the number of cylinders. So we know that if 26,400 centimeters cubed is equals to one cylinder, right, then 1 centimeter cube would be 1 divided by 26400. All right, and therefore 39,600 centimeters cubed would be 1 over 26400 multiplied by 39600 over 1. Let's divide it. So when we calculate this on your calculator, you're going to get 1.5 cylinders that they need to use to completely fill the tank. And that is the end of January 2021.